Good evening, folks. I am Heidi, and this is Back Porch Magic. Doing your Tuesday night readings. Sorry I missed you all last week. I had a little issue. I had to go to the doctor's office, so I was not able to get home until after live time. But I'm back tonight. We're in the spooky season. Hope you're all doing well and enjoying that. So if you haven't been here before, I do 3-card readings for if you like, share, or donate to one of the apps above my head. And we're going to hit the ground running, it looks like. So yes, 3-card reading. If you like, share, or donate, be sure to check out backporchmagic.com for all the goodies and tarot card readings. All right, Larita, let me get started for you this evening. So 3 cards for Larita. I'll just move my cloth. The table is covered, and that's good enough. Okay. Sounds like life is probably a little bit boring, but on the stressful side of boring. We start out with the 4 of discs, and then we have the 5 of wands. And we finish out with the 2 of staves, or 2 of wands. Staves, wands. Come see, come saw, either or. Okay, so things are pretty stable as far as financial things and just like life in general. As far as the physical side of things, it could be a bit boring. You could be kind of tired of it, like staying in and not being able to do too much. But it seems there's some like issues or stress caused, not so much about, it could be a bit about being so cooped up all the time, but it could also, it has to do, seems like it might have to do with a relationship, or just things don't seem quite what you thought they were. But also, like, just be aware that right now things aren't quite what they seem. Don't make any assumptions at this time. I think it'll come forward that you need to kind of pull together and make a decision as to what you want to do. Try and find something to do. And I think anything that involves like pulling yourself together and would be like getting active, like trying to get your shit together, but do something active, do something that you love and you really enjoy. You don't necessarily have to spend a lot of money or go out of the house to do it. Just try to remember what you really like doing and try and do something around that. So, pardon me, folks. That was very unattractive. Hello, happy Tuesday. Hello, Ruth. You can certainly have a reading. It's nice to see you here. Don't feel bad. Last week I wasn't here. I had a tick bite and I had to go take care of that. So, all right, 3 cards. Let me shuffle a little bit more. 3 cards for Ruth. Boy, am I looking like Broomhilda today. Okay. Ooh, okay. This is kind of a cool reading. So we start out with the 9 of Cups. And then we have the Knight of Swords, Knight or King of Swords, rather. And we finish up here with the 7 of Wands. So what I'm getting is that, like, this is probably, I'm hoping, if it isn't right now, expect a time where it's just going to be like a lot of, I don't want to say busy, because busy to me implies like you're doing a bunch of different things, but it seems like you'll have some prime focus and time to work on and time to think about to get to the middle of something, to really get into it and work on it. And it's something that really brings you a lot of joy and happiness and contentment. But at the same time, is a little bit, not a little bit scary. It is a little bit daunting, but, you know, feel the fear and do it anyway. Like, whatever you do at this time, like, move forward to it, get to it. Like, you have the energy and the goal. Like, you have the energy to win this. Like, you could just go for this, whatever this is. Put your all into it. Like, your clarity and your focus is behind you, but you also like have your own joy and movement reflected in it, and have courage and energy. So yeah, so keep moving, keep on keeping on. Okay, thank you. It wasn't terrible. I just went and got a prophylactic antibiotic just in case. So yay, awesome. Yeah, keep going. You know, forward momentum helps everything. I have a spare room bed, so I'm just kind of bouncing on the bed. All right. Hello, Sarbani. Yes, I can certainly give you a reading. Thank you. It's actually I don't know how well y'all can see this. It's a double, and I've had it since the 90s, both of them. In fact, the hoop one will celebrate its 22nd birthday on October 30th. The other one is 23 years old. So it's quite trendy back in the day. A little ahead of the trend. Anyway, enough about my face. Okay. 3 cards for Sarbani. Before I read, I've met 2 other women in the last 20 years that also have the double nose piercing. But anyway. Okay, so we start out with the Emperor. And the next card is the Universe and the Ace of Swords. I'm going to draw a clarifier for the Ace of Swords. Oh, okay. So the Emperor being the first card, my first thought was like a relationship or like a literal man, male human in your life, but like he has his back to the other cards. So I don't know if this is like a relationship. But the thing is, the Emperor can mean other things. The Emperor is like any structure that we've created in our lives too. It's not just like a man or a human man or a male thing. It's also just like the structures that we've created, our empires, the things that we work on, the things that bring I'm going to keep saying structure over and over again, like very solid, rigid boundaries into our lives. Like our jobs can be like this. Sometimes the way our home is set up. Sometimes we can have a boss that's a tyrant. But I think this is actual like a person in your life that's probably very important, but they kind of have their back to the other things, the other 2 cards right now. So don't take this as a negative. Just kind of like let them do their thing and know that you have a whole wide world out there to embrace and to work on. And you got like, not just the world, like you got a lot to do. You know, you have a lot to going on and a lot to do, and keep busy. And also, ending out with the Ace of Swords, I asked for a clarifier and it came up the 3 of Cups. So I think it's clear now. Like the Ace of Swords is all about clarity of thought. Like things are suddenly clear now, or they're going to become clear very soon. And it all has to do with your friends, like who's there for you, who's been there for you. And I don't think there's anybody that hasn't been there for you. It's just kind of clear that like maybe these are the people you should be spending time with, or yeah, or maybe you should be getting out there more and enjoying time with your friends. But I think that's something that you're already coming to if you haven't come to it already. Okay. And hold on, I got to block a couple of people. Or just one. Alrighty. Okay. I have a Mary Kearney. You're welcome, Sarbani. I'm glad I could help. How's everybody else doing this evening? I'm kind of bummed. Last week was the new moon, and I would have talked about it. What little I know, it was a Libra new moon. It was kind of I don't know, a nice new moon. I can't remember what happened. Just quite a flighty thing. So I don't get to talk about it. And next week is the full moon, which I should say this now, and I'll make sure that an announcement is put on the page. I won't be, more than likely, I won't be able to do it next Tuesday. So I will do it either on Monday. I'll probably do it on Monday, maybe in the afternoon. So it'll be at a different time. I normally do this every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 1900 hours Eastern Standard Time. So I'm Heidi. I am reading for Back Porch Magic. If you haven't checked out their website, I would go check it out. There's some podcasts which we're running until the summer, but there's about 20 there. So I know they're trying to pick up some sponsors. So if you know anybody that would love to sponsor this, our podcast or our page, that would be really awesome. If you're not too interested in podcasts, there's also the Etsy page. There's some herbal blends. And of course, there's the tarot deck that Taryn and Kat designed, the Broke Ass Bitch Tarot. And that's a great tarot deck if you're a beginner. It will teach you how to read tarot. And there's also the Seelie and Unseelie Oracle deck, also designed by Taryn and Kat. And there's reading drop claws and like I think I said, herbs already. And I think there's some hand carved wands too, if you're into that. So go check out the page. Or you could, of course, book a reading with me or Kat or Taryn. I don't think she's added on any other readers yet. So go check it out. All right. So again, if you want me to do a reading, like, share, or donate to one of the share or donate to one of the apps above my head, and let me know that you want me to read for you. I can sometimes see like the little icons pop up, but I can't see who it is. So always just say like, hi, can I get a reading? Or just, can I get a reading is fine too. So anyway. Oh, it's been a long day today. I'm looking at some vacation time over the next couple of weeks. And I'm kind of excited about that. And of course, we have the Witches Ball coming up at the end of the month, which I'm very excited about to make my costume. And I'm a little tired, a little too hungry to geek out about that. So somebody asked me a tarot question and I can give you a reading. Or if it's not a question for me to ask the cards, you have a question about cards, feel free to ask me. Oh, well, we got some pop out. I'll take a look at them just for funsies. I don't know if anybody's still watching. So we have the Queen of Wands and the Ace. Well, I can't count. The 10 of Cups are these two cards. And this might even be just a message to me. The Queen, I kind of identify, like, I mean, any card can be anybody, but the Queen of Wands is kind of like, for a while I was like, yeah, that's me. It's funny because my mother identified, I think, as the Queen of Wands. And the 10 of Cups, like, I'll be honest, I love doing this. I love doing this a lot. And I hope, I always worry that I'm not doing a good enough job, you know, or did I give somebody the right advice? Did I see the right things? But, you know, I have to trust the process. I've been doing this for a few years now. Yeah, and sometimes like readings don't make sense to other people. They don't make sense to me. They're not supposed to make sense to me. They're supposed to make sense to you. And if they don't make sense to you, watch out, because then something is usually coming. I have found this out. Not, well, for myself, yes, but mostly in other people. So I had a friend who I drew the Tower card for him for the fall. This was a few years ago. And he thought like it had to do with his radio volunteer work where they were going to get a tower, you know, a broadcast tower. He ended up getting in a motorcycle accident. And well, that was the tower moment. And he remembered. I didn't remember. He brought it up though when I talked to him after the accident. And he lived, but he was hurt for a long time. So, all right. Hello, Rebecca. I can certainly give you a reading. So 3 cards for Rebecca. All right, let me shuffle a couple more times and then I'll draw. I just kind of draw randomly. I never like go to the top or the bottom of the deck. I just pull cards out or whatever pops out when I'm shuffling. We get this Two of Wands again. So you start out with the Two of Wands. And then we have Adjustment or Justice. And we finish out with the Seven of Cups. So it seems like you're in this balancing act between actually making decisions and getting things done, getting things together, and or just like continually fantasizing about all your options or thinking about all your options. And you've been continually playing like this balancing act with it. Like, I don't know if you're a Libra, it's a Libra thing, but you know, I'm not a Libra, but I'm an extremely indecisive person as well. So it seems like you are kind of going between these two things, and it's just kind of saying like this is kind of a what I'd call a no fortune. It's not really like telling you anything. You probably already know this, but I think it might be saying like you should really think about this and really think about how you want to live. Like, do you want to continually be like thinking about or looking at all the options you have or might have, or are you daydreaming, or do you want to actually get things done? Or is perhaps a mix of the two appropriate for your energy levels and your focus and time? So, yeah. Okay. I feel like, I don't know if that helped you, but all right. Hello, Sedant. I will certainly give you a reading. Let me shuffle a little bit. Okay. Okay. 3. All right. I'm going to say this is a backwards reading, but maybe it's not. Okay, we start out with the Aeon or Judgment. And the next card is the 8 of Discs. And then we finish up with the 4 of Cups. Now, I say this is backwards because I would think like 4 of Cups, you're offered something. 8 of Discs, it requires some work. And then Judgment is like, you don't know what your work is going to reveal to you. But instead, we have this almost seemingly backwards, like you whatever's going on right now, it's not for you to have all the answers. Like, all will be revealed in time. Like, trust the process, trust that you are just like, we are all just puny humans and we don't know what God is deciding for us or what is the future holds for us either. Like, we don't know. So 8 of Discs, it seems like there's this period of not just work. It's like almost like being a beginner, but it doesn't matter. It seems like that whatever this is that you're working on is very precious to you, and be very careful with it. And the 4 of Cups is kind of throwing me off a little bit, so I'm going to draw a card for it. One more. I need a 4th. Okay. So be very careful with your investments or whatever you're working on, because it seems like this gift here could really just be illusion. And it seems like the period that is coming forward is not going to be easy. It's not going to be like, it'll be a bit emotional, but it'll also be kind of confusing. Like, things are not clear what's coming up. But also remember this first card, like, you don't have all the information yet. You will eventually someday. So it's kind of like, don't make any huge decisions and really protect that thing that you're trying to grow and nurture, because it just seems like what's happening now and what's coming up is kind of going to be a bit confusing and a little daunting. So be wary of anything that seems like it's a gift, because it could all just be illusion and leading you down the dark and scary garden path. This is the Moon. All right. Anybody else? I'd say it's not a terrible reading. It's just to, like, you know, be cautious. All right. Anybody else this evening? Again, I'm Heidi. This is Back Porch Magic. I do this generally every Tuesday, unless otherwise noted, at 7 p.m. or 1900 Eastern Standard Time. I'm in the Northeastern United States. I do 3-card readings. You know, if you like, share, or donate to one of the apps above my head. If you want to find out more, go to backporchmagic.com. You can always book a longer reading with me or Taryn or Kat. There's some merchandise on backporchmagic.com on the Etsy shop, so go check it out. There's also some decks for sale. Oh, you're welcome, Sadat. I hope that helps you. All right, and actually, I'm going to finish my spiel in a minute because my friend Kurt has popped on. Hello. So you are traveling soon, and what are the cards saying about that? I'm glad you get to travel somewhere. I think you told me about this now that I think about it. Okay, let me draw 3 cards. Ooh, okay. So we start out with the 2 of Swords, which seems like it's going to be pretty chill. And the Prince of Swords. I need to draw a clarifier. I almost wish I didn't know you. It'd make this easier. Okay, I think wherever, I don't know where you're going. Like, this is great because it seems like there's going to be a lot of not hatchets buried, but like, I think it's going to be mentally calming for you. Not just the fact that you're going away somewhere, you're getting out of town and you're traveling, but also like learning some things that you'll be able to like finish off and bury. And that's what this Prince of Swords is all about. Like, there's things coming up that you don't know about right now, but truth, like, I know this sounds cliche, but like truth's revealed that will kind of like lead to peace in some ways, but also could lead to some anxiety and strife. This is the 5 of Wands. So I'm going to draw a card. Okay, but at the same time, like, despite between having this peace and this anxiety about it, you'll be able to kind of like make something new out of it. This is the Art or Temperance card. I think you'll be able to make something new out of it, and it kind of will be almost like a new element and experience that you'll take forward after this trip. Either that or you'll get drunk and hate yourself. I jest. But yeah, have fun and be safe, please. So, all right. Anybody else this evening? Yes, no, maybe. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Kurt. I'll talk to you soon. Okay. So, hi. So I want me to give you a reading. Please say so. There's a few regulars that come on, and I love my regulars. They'll say hi, and I'll say hi back. But sometimes I don't know if you want me to read for you or not. So let me know that you want me to read for you. Okay. Anybody else? So, okay. Not on Tuesday. Like I said, I had some vacation time, so I might be doing something with that vacation time. Never fear, I will probably more than make up for it. I probably do a reading on Monday, and who knows, I might do a surprise reading during the week. So again, I'm Heidi from backporchmagic.com. I would go check out the page if you'd like, and you can always donate to me if you were happy with the reading. You can donate to one of the apps above my head, or you can book a full reading with myself, Karen, I almost said Karen or Tat. Funny me. Taryn or Cat. So, all right. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time. Good night. Come on, broadcast.